being a diva, but when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. From the gun, the running back has it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Quarterback making checks. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught over the middle. It's Manziel. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Burrow. Catch in the middle. It's Manziel. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sellers. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the right. Finds a seam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
a defense you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point is good. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to pass. It's Burrow. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They want to run this quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Burrow. Snagged in the middle. It's Maddox. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And he gets the first down, and I guess, 4th down just means I'm going for it just about every time in nowadays football.
You know, the thing with analytics, David, is that you have to be brave enough to go against what you've always thought, being sound in the kicking game, kick it and play defense.
Yeah, those days are out the window. Now you've got a card that tells you your percentages of getting on 4th down and scoring and not kicking field goals and a whole nother area to monitor in case of coaching.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Burrow. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well,
question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Swings it out to his running back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give is to Williams. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Hart. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. He's looking to throw. Hauls it in, the first down and more. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the stick.
Got some room in to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dawgs!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Alabama. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Might be calling a hot route. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Under fire. Looking to scramble. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Burrow. Shoots it to the left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he's playing with fire. He's picked off. Got some room to run. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
What a disappointment. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. You're going to find out here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stems, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. After the misfire, it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. The run to the right. Got a little space. Picks up the 1st down. Racing to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. advantage of that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle, it's Rowe. The Dawgs can really attack on this second and short. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll go right back to the run. Spins away from the defense. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hatchett. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one? Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks, and it's still my friend.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. Spins away from the defender. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to...
Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ohio State! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Right down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. UCLA is just getting blown right out of the Rose Bowl today. And while scorned Pac-12 fans might have no problem with that, this will not sit well with that fan base. They're trailing by 32 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll throw it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the first down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
Oh, the fans would be so irate. That's one of those where, come on, what is that? You can't be that conservative. Oh, yeah, no. That was a great call. Good job. That was a great job. It worked perfectly.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
They're setting up the screen. Runs through the tackle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing.
Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They give themselves a little more cushion try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And they'll take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear.